What's up guys, welcome to the video. Today I have another deck profile from the European Finals for you. I am joined by Dan Owen of Team EXT.
Thanks for
Welcome to the channel. I think this is actually the first time you've been on here, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because if you don't know, Dan used to and may continue to run the Untapped tournaments. There's been you've done a couple so far, they were pretty successful, but I think they were quite difficult to.
Yeah, it was mainly timing, getting those to kind of work out with because I was doing them with Blaine, and I know Blaine stopped now, but there's a few other people who are interested in running them. Just trying to get people interested in finding time to be able to manage it all. Really.
Yeah.
We lost you more.
Well, anyway, at finals you ran Towa. I'm just gonna bring up your deck list here. You came 19th, I believe it was.
Yeah, that's right. 19th, going 7th.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you did bubble out of the top 16. But still, congratulations on your placing. I'm sure that's quite bittersweet.
Yeah, I was a little bit upset that I didn't get top 16, but I was really happy that I was able to do so well and still get like 19th place. I was really happy with that.
Yeah, good stuff. Because I know you weren't really sure on what deck to play. Like
Yeah, I actually
the day
decided
before.
Yeah, I decided at about 3 in the morning. I took 3 decks with me, and I was playtesting until very late. I ended up selling on Towa at about 3 in the morning before going to bed, and I was like, this is the list I want to play.
Wow. Well, yeah, I've got your list up on screen. Do you want to just run through it for everyone and explain a few of your choices?
Sure, okay. So the list I came up with myself, Nathan Mills, and my mate Bing San from our locals here at Fanboy in Manchester. And we were trying to work out what kind of like we were actually watching a lot of your videos with like the meta wheels and stuff like that were coming out in the UK as well as the American events. I knew that Cabal was going to be popular, and also the Wish decks. So I wanted something that could be aggressive, but also defensive and still be able to handle the hand destruction part. So you'll see, first of all, I've got 4 Dark Power Black Marseillans in the list as a 4 of. That was there mainly for U6 and for being able to aggro down like the Purunga and the Shenron matchups. That was really, really useful for decks that like, don't swing at you. I know that some of the Shenron lists are now running the Assemble to bring out the Kai to help ramp as well. So I wasn't sure I was going to see any of that, but I thought that would help with that as well. I've got 4 of the Kid Coup. This was really nice because there's lots of aggro decks right now, like with the Broly Apes and loads of U6, and obviously the red decks are now really popular with the draft box. So being able to have him out turn 1 almost guaranteed to be able to get a 4-star ball to help defend. Literally just cycling 1 4-star ball by on the defensive turn. All of like Broly Apes swing at you. They want to take the life and draw a card, but they don't really combo too much early game, so you can kind of free combo out of it and then pick back up to keep your hand size kind of similar. So I made sure I had 4 of him. We had 4-star ball at 3, but ended up lowering it to 2 because we realized we only really needed to see 1
Yeah.
early on.
I mean, if you life 2, that's pretty unlucky. So.
Yeah, exactly. It was very. I don't think it happened during. Oh wait, no, I had 1 game where I had both in life, but I did lose that game. But I was able to bring it back for game 3. One of the Super Saiyan trunks. I have one in the sideboard as well. Originally I had 2, and I was running 3 of the Kid Cube, but we ended up deciding that the 4-star ball was more important than the Kid Trunks. So he's there again for the matchups that we need to aggro, like Purunga Ramp and the Shenron variants. I also managed to win a game with him really cheekily with a card in my side deck, which I'll get to in a minute.
Did you see him enough at one?
Yeah. I mean, I either bursted him. I was always searching with Kidku in the deck anyway. So like turn 1, when I searched my 4-star ball, one of the main things that I would try and count as I'm going through my deck is my Mirror Creator Absorbs to make sure, so I knew how many I could get away with, and to see if Trunks was in there to know if it's worth trying to summon him if I didn't have to say time regularly returned.
Yeah, sure.
Power Burst, I kind of wish I run more of this for the Ape matchup, to be honest. Having it at 2 was still good for some matchups, but Apes, I kind of really needed to see that turn 2, because like the red-yellow variant just wants to bring it out on you on their offense, because obviously Towa doesn't swing at them. So if I didn't have Power Burst in hand for turn 2, Apes were gonna bring out that new King Vegeta red yellow card, and that was a bit painful. So that's probably the toughest matchup. So I guess if I was to change anything, I'd probably increase power bursts. So there's one drop searcher. I really like this one over the 3-drop Dark Overwhelm because this searches out obviously what is Fuse, and it also searches Marseille, which is really nice when I'm going against ramp. I can search for the Force Ejection Marseille. So that's really good for getting rid of energy. Obviously, 4 time regulators is pretty standard. 4 super combos. Time regulator Trunks is there for just to back up if you don't have anything to overwhelm during the turn. Like he's like second best in mirror. Obviously, you want to make sure you're doing that. But if you don't have mirror, Trunks is always nice.
Yep. Fixing the hand as well.
Yeah. He's pretty nice. The Dark Absorption Mirror is at 4 now, just because of things like Gallic Gun and that new Red Vegeta. You kind of want to try and bait out counterplays with the Dark Absorption Mirror first, because it's free overwhelm. If they don't counterplay it, you go into the pay the 4 energy and go into the mirror.
Yeah.
Or if they do counterplay it, you go into the 5-drop. Do it that way. Time Roller Tower, mainly just in there for absorption bait. And then Dimension Banisher Fluid free for just warping stuff that's being annoying. Then we have the side deck. So, Remote Serious Bomb, one of my favorite cards from the draft box. I'm very poor. I did not get many of the draft box cards just yet, which helps me go into Towa a little bit easier. Remote Serious Bomb is really nice in a lot of matchups because you can obviously just pay 1 and remove something. And when you're playing Towa, which is like hand destruction, I like to be a bit annoying, and I'll swing at the cards that I want to get rid of, but not really combo over it. Still try and save it. So I'm getting some mini hand destruction there, and then just at the end of my turn, I'll go, oh wait, Remote Serious Bomb, and I'll kill it anyway.
Nice.
So that's really nice. Extra power burst in there for the aggro matchups. Fu Mission Accomplished. We had him in there for the Janemba matchup. I don't really find Janemba that difficult, to be honest. I know the rest of my team said they found Towa easy. When I was testing against Janemba, I just found that just destroying its hand, and if you bait out a counterplay, that's 1 less card they've got anyway. Just take the hits, and you kind of get in hand advantage anyway. But it's nice to be able to obviously cycle your time regulators back or something else that you might need in hand. Another Trunks for the aggro matchup. When you need the aggro. And then we've got 4 of the Double Strike Kai.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's again needing for Shenron and Purunga. I really don't like ramp decks at all. They annoy me. So I put this in to obviously beat them up a little bit. And I actually won against a Red Gogeta aggro deck on my last round, so round 9. And obviously Red Gogeta is pretty aggressive. This is the game promo one. And I was going into my turn 3, and so I knew I was not getting to mirror. I was not going to survive another turn, and it was at 4 life. And I summoned the Dimension Banisher Fu for the double strike and managed to take him down to 2 life. Then I paid 2 energy to bring out my Trunks, awakened, comboed my 4-star balls, and then gave it double strike for like 65k, I think, and to get the game. So Trunks and Power Kai was really nice there. But yeah, having it at 4 just means that I can see it. It throws a lot of people off as well, because the moment they see it either go into the draw or anything like that on game 2, they have to be really worried about like any kind of swing that I do when they get low on life. Be kind of aggressive pressure on there.
Yeah, probably not expecting 4 either, so if you somehow burst 2 of them, they might think they're safe.
Exactly, but having the 4 pretty much guaranteed I'll at least see 1, so that was really nice. Sometimes I didn't side in all 4, so I signed in 3. I mainly did this against the Purunga matchup. I'd side in 4 against Shenron, but I'd side in only 3 because I wanted more force objection in the Purunga ones. They just ramp a little bit harder and have obviously that the stronger ultimate skill. So force objection I'd actually hard cut turn 3. Just so I can keep it on the board and just pop an energy every turn and annoy them. And the 3TN was just in there for the Janemba matchup, but I didn't play any Janemba at the weekend. It's a shame.
Oh, okay.
That was one of, like,
Did it ever come in for red, just for a bit of extra aggro?
No. Against red, I kind of put in the a extra power burst, depending on what kind of red variant it was. I put in like the double as well to try and close out the games when I thought I might not get to the mirror late game. Besides like overwhelming in the 7 drops and giving them double strike and stuff to heavier pressure that way, knowing that I wasn't really going to get to my turn for hand destruction kind of turns.
Okay, great. Well, pretty straightforward for a Towa list. Just really the Kai. in the and the Black Marseille. How
Yeah.
actually how was the Black Marseille in the main?
He was amazing. I really liked having him at 4. Like in the matchups where I needed to be aggressive, I always had him. Helped me awaken against like the Victory Strike. I played 2 Victory Strike decks over the week. So being able to help take my own life to have more options in hand and put on aggression was really nice. And kind of annoys Shenron players as well who want to play Whis and then can't. So I really liked him.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Thank you very much. Do you have anything else to add, or
I don't
pretty
think.
much done?
I guess just shout outs to Nathan Mills and Vingsan for helping me with the list. Yeah.
All right. Great. Thank you very much, and good luck in future tournaments and with Team XD.
Thanks very much, and thanks for having me.